BPhife here, back at you. Rainbow Six Siege, and I think it's time that we purchase a new operator. As you can see, I got 25,286 Renown points, dollars, whatever you want to call it. And you know, we're gonna see if we can get ourselves a new operator. Now, we have two operators here. We have a defender, we have an attacker, Buck and Frost. Now, I thought about this. I said, well, right now, you know, because it's 25, you know, the cool thing about this Renown situation that they have is they make it so that you have to actually earn this. Like, it's not just a, you know, you do this, you get some points. No, it takes a minute to earn this. So it's like almost, you almost treat it like it's real money, you know, in that sense. Or, you know, I could go with the Rainbow Six credits, which is about roughly $5 or something like that, depending on how they're pricing it. If you saw my DLC video, you know, I broke it down there a little bit further. Now the question is, where do I want to spend my money as a consumer? Isn't that something? An in-game consumer. As a consumer, I would like to spend my money on you know, which operator do I want to spend my money on? Do I want to get Buck? Now, what's the advantages of Buck? What's the advantages of Frost? Let's talk about Frost, because I'm more familiar with Frost. Everyone since you know, since the season pass has been out and the people that had it early love Frost. Everyone's fallen in love with her welcome mat, the mechanical trap, and it actually works pretty good. I've even seen, like, you know, there's times where it's not even, you almost seem like it's undefendable, or you know, she can set a trap for you and you either have to go the other way or whatever the case may be, but it's, you know, it's almost like you're gonna fall for it. Either you're gonna go around, you're gonna fall for it. But then I've seen some counter videos to it too. So, you know, as people are starting to get more familiar with the tactics and how people are using it, people are starting to find counters for it as well. Now with Buck is not as exciting as most people, you know, are making him out to be. Because really the only thing that he has is really this underbarrel shotgun attached to his main weapon. And at the end of the day, that's all it is. So the question is, do I go with the fan favorite or do I go with Buck? Well, here's the deal. If I go with the fan favorite, I will find myself, you know, in competition with most people to go to Frost. Most people are going to buy Frost with their first 25,000. So I'll be in competition to use that. If I go to Buck, I'm sure people have it, you know, especially the season pass people, you know, I'll be in competition with them as well. But, you know, Buck is, you know, there's other operators that probably are more appealing than Buck. So for me, which one am I going to purchase? Now, I thought about this, and I'm going with Buck, and I'll tell you why. I'm going with Buck because my gameplay style, if you see my videos, go check them out if you haven't. My gameplay style, if I get up close and personal, that shotgun is going to look mighty nice. See, I'm not really much of a shotgun guy. Like, if I just carry just a straight shotgun, it's probably not going to work for me because I don't usually get that close to the enemy. I usually like to keep distance, and whereas, you know, I need that regular primary weapon. I don't need just a shotgun. But then there's times where I get a little closer than I expect to get, and Buck is appealing to me because his weapon will then turn into that shotty, which I can be very surgical, like my man Denzel said in training day. But with Frost, she's got a shotty, and then she has this like World War II gun or whatever the case may be, and I've seen it. Not really a fan of it. You know, she has the two hands and everything. Not really a fan of that. So really, for me, it came down to the primary weapon. And also, I think most people are going to go with Frost first. So I think Buck might have a little more appeal. Not that many people, and I'm kind of a contrarian to what people like to do, so I'm going with Buck. Let's go ahead and get Buck in there. Let's go ahead and purchase him. My man Buck, shout out to him. Boom, unlocked. What's up, Buck? Welcome to On Blast. Represent. And I got more videos. We'll do the loadout on Buck pretty soon here. I'm gonna get used to it. That's my other operators in the back. But yeah, there he is, my boy Buck. Alright, so made the video about choosing Buck, my boy that don't give up. That's right. I want to talk about the loadout that I put on Buck. I told y'all I'd put that on, make a video on that, but I just thought I'd maybe just include it here, and I've spent some time with Buck. Okay. So I used the gun at default with the iron sights, and I noticed two things: that the recoil was pretty strong, and the flash on the muzzle was pretty blinding. So if you're looking down those sights, you very easy to lose your target, especially the further they are away from you. So I went with so I decided to go with the C8 SF. And I put on the flash hider. I thought that was more important than the compensator. And I went with the holographic sight. The other ones just aren't accurate enough. And then the ACOG, I've never been an ACOG fan, so I decided to do that. And of course, since I got the Valentine heart skin, just thought I'd throw that on. Yeah, just Valentine's Day massacre. Let's take a look at some of these statistics since actually, you know what? Let's go back. I decided to run with the breaching charge rather than the stun grenade, and then just his default 9mm. Now, since I've had this guy, as you can see, my KD is just a little bit over 50% or whatever. I don't know what it is, but it's 1-to-1 pretty much. And as you can see, at 16 kills, 7 of those kills are with the underbarrel. So you can see I'm definitely utilizing, it's almost a 1-to-1 with, whether I use the assault rifle or the underbarrel. So I'm really enjoying Buck as my choice. And let me show you some examples of some kills that I got with my boy Buck. Alright, check you out.
Hallway, 3rd floor. He's waiting for me.
The guy camping on the 2nd floor.
I got him on the 3rd floor.
Oh, by the entrance stairs. Let's have a look around.
Oh shit.
Where was that? Going downstairs. Alright, I'm with you. Alright, I'm with you.
Oh, he's down. Fuck. Somebody get me a Mustang.
I got you.
It's okay.
Thanks.
You'll be alright.
Cool.
Sorry guys.
Where?
To your left.
Hostage has been dropped. Secure the hostage. Op 4 last stop standing. Op 4 neutralized. Mission successful.
Go,